I have started the recording. You may go when ready, DM.
All right. Well, so yeah, last time we started the session off by you all trying to intimidate and interrogate a one Amric Vanthampur.
Super unsuccessfully.
Tried,
I mean, you were pretty
a
intimidating
few
to me, but
different
Thank you.
things and a few different techniques, and even attempted to cut some fingers, but had difficulty reaching a consensus among the party. Kind of left without very many viable options. The party decided to try to take Amric to Zaj, who was a little hesitant to take in somebody with such a high profile without solid evidence, and without very many other ideas. The party decided to consult with a Rhea Mantlemorn, who they met on the way out from Low Lantern, who informed them that there was an artifact she had been tasked with finding and retrieving. And throughout this discussion, you all decided that you were going to kind of go along with a scheme Amric had come up with to possibly supplant his mother. And so allowed him to guide you to Vanthampur Manor, where you all entered and saw that it was fairly well guarded and fortified, and met the butler as you were allowed entrance into the manor proper. So
we're gonna go get booze.
Mimosa.
Yeah,
with
boo.
Mimosas.
Fendrick having let you all in, and Amric kind of motioning to the room around you and saying, well, welcome to the manor. What would you guys like to do?
He's asking us.
Thank you.
No,
You're so
I'm asking you.
Oh
admirable.
wow! What was
Is there anything
the?
valuable around? Can I steal it?
Yeah, so as you look
Thank
around
John.
the room, there are beautiful tapestries. One is
Just rip
an
it off the
image
wall.
of a dragon flying over a boat. The other is of idyllic-looking mountains. There are vases
Majestic.
on shelves lining the walls, and a rug on the floor with images of what looks like perhaps a horse of some sort. So yeah, there's actually, it seems like there's a lot of valuable looking things in here.
You
Do
can
they
call
have
it a
any-
unicorn. It's not hard.
I didn't actually know if unicorns exist in D&D, so I just went with it.
Yes,
Do they
there's
have
a
any,
little creature in the monster manual called a
Yeah.
unicorn,
Yeah.
which
It's real.
can
Do
grant
they have any
wishes.
Three Wolf Moon tapestries?
Imagination.
If I remember, also a unicorn can be a deity for a warlock.
Ooh.
Sure.
Sure. Fuck it. Why not?
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Oh, I
I'll
can do
allow
that.
it.
In this, let me double check.
When I'm DM,
Um,
anything can be a warlock patron if you try hard enough.
So in this room, there are
Anything can
also,
be.
besides the door you guys came through, there are two doors. One off to the left, which seems to be pretty well carved, and double doors. Seems like it may lead further into the manor, and another on the opposite side that seems a little more austere. It's not carved or really decorated all that well, but
This is in the cellar. There's extra
this is in
doors.
what would be like the foyer to the manor. So this is like the main entryway.
I don't.
So we didn't go down to the cellar yet.
Does anything look off or weird?
Would you like
Everything.
to make an investigation check to
Sure.
What
I
are you
have-
looking for specifically when you say off or weird?
Just
Oh, go ahead.
Is there anything
deity
on
or like
normal?
weird ritual stuff? Things that don't look like the places I've been, I guess.
So I can say, I mean, just by looking around, it's easy enough to see this is a well-lit room. There's not anything that strikes you as particularly odd, other than that this is a pretty, high-class looking home. As I said, the tapestries and rugs and vases are all, very exquisitely detailed. But otherwise, there are no like black candles or corpses with their chest peeled open or anything like that.
My God.
When's just What's the last encounter we had? Were we recently in a fight? that
With him was the
We were
most
in a
recent
fight with
encounter.
Just with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
didn't rest after that.
Did I
Okay, I
use
didn't think we did.
anything besides it looks like the only thing taken from my stuff is an action search.
I
Was
don't.
there anything else used?
I
We
think
didn't
you
use your
even used the
action
action surge during the session
Yeah.
you were here for.
I don't think we did any combat
And
last
we had
session.
Yeah,
and we
we
had a long rest.
we did not have a long rest, but we did have we did not use you for any no one did any combat.
Yeah.
You didn't miss it. It was all dialogue.
Was there a short rest? Because action search comes back with a short rest.
I don't think we called a short rest.
No, we were
I mean, it
walking
was
around
mostly
a lot.
interrogating and walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because I'm down hit points, and then I don't remember if we slept, and I just didn't mark
No.
it.
No, because
So
we
we-
did get into a
we didn't-
scuffle with him and with
Right?
his
And then we
dad.
didn't sleep afterwards, though, right?
Yeah, because no, you didn't, because
Mm-mm.
you fought
Okay.
him,
Okay.
met up with
Yeah.
us, went to the captain, talked to him, and then immediately went here because we were worried that we were taking too long. So we haven't.
Okay.
had
Cool.
any-
Cool. 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 Okay. I was just making sure I was right. Okay. Sweet. Sorry.
You're good.
Just making sure.
Wow, this is much closer to what I'm used to at home. Much smaller, but it's pretty nice in here.
Suddenly, Paige is gone. I
Yeah,
could
you're
only hear through Kyle's mic.
can't hear you, Paige.
Are you muted? Again? They
Not
can't
in
hear you.
Discord.
Can you hear them? Oh,
She
her phone,
said
her
everything.
phone froze.
That
My
may
phone does
affect
that when I'm on Discord.
the videos. If it, if the phone's like aggressively clearing things out of memory.
You might. I don't know if you have. Oh wait, Kyle, are you able to see video on your computer, like you and Paige see video?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say maybe if Paige doesn't look at video on her phone, so it doesn't use as much processes, you guys can just look on the screen.
Or just have audio.
Yeah, do that.
Quebec, Quebec, Quebec.
He's just standing there, and you're like, no.
Shame on
Well,
you for
well,
existing.
I'm looking at roll 20.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't see it.
Okay, now I get what you mean. Wow. When did he do that?
In the last few minutes.
Nice.
That's really on brand.
I'm sorry, not Quebec. Billy.
Right.
Well, you actually learned his name last session because
John
he was
knows
asked
his name.
directly.
I think.
This
by
is
Fox.
Fendrick Gray, the butler.
Yeah, I'm Fendrick.
Vox
Oh,
was
you
like,
mean-
"Is Billy your real name?" And he's like,
Okay. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, that was loud.
Try if you. I don't know how you disable video on the phone, but it might help with bandwidth, so it doesn't keep doing that.
Oh, I wasn't even on Wi-Fi before.
Oh, well, that'll help.
Well, I'm not talking about Wi-Fi. I'm talking about video.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Now you're
Oh,
added video.
That's it. I can just turn on normal video. That's all I can do. From
Change? No. No.
Yep, alright.
Yeah. How do you not have video?
And I did find where on the wall I can have the unicorn.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
The Celestial.
yeah.
I'm not 100%.
I'm just
honestly.
gonna turn the whole thing off like that. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys.
All good.
No worries.
Don't know why I decided to freeze. You know, I only have a 5G phone, and you'd think it would.
So
Hey, the fact that you
where's
can
the
do that at all is
shot?
amazing, in my opinion. So it's all
Where
good.
is this thing we are looking for?
Yeah. So, I think, and I want to look over to Amric, be like, so are you taking us directly to your mother? Is there anything we need to know about this place? What exactly are your intentions? Are we?
Got any magical weapons?
I'll kind of lean in and be
Magical
like,
weapons.
are we going to kill your mom?
And he kind of leans over to you and is like, well, I mean, hopefully that won't be necessary. I mean, honestly, she's getting along in years. If we could even convince her to step down, I mean, forcefully if needed, but I feel like we may be able to resolve this without needing to kill anyone.
What would you say would convince your mom to step down the most? What would the situation be? Just that
Oh,
she's
well.
getting older?
You all are obviously powerful and have powerful friends. I assume, you know, if anything, you can appeal to her greed. That works for most people.
Ooh, greed.
I
I don't have a lot of money.
I look at the others with a very worrying, like, look.
I mean, worst case scenario, we just kill her. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I
Are you
can't.
whispering that, or?
I'm
no, this was Paige.
okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I
Kill her!
We just kill it. This is it.
No problem. We'll
Balls
just
to the
kill her.
wall. Let's do it.
Well, Emmerich motions over to Fendrick and he says, Fendrick, can you tell me where Mother is?
Fendrick, that's his name.
And yes, Fendrick responds and says, oh, I think she went down to the cellar. Shall I retrieve her?
We could just meet her down in the cellar. I could go for some wine.
Do not
Oh,
follow
well,
them down into the cellar.
If you would like, we have a
Why?
selection of wine. I could grab
I
some
want to
for
see what you got in the secret reserves, you know? See what's really down there.
I mean, certainly.
Do not want to go underground for much longer.
I can barely hear you again, and I don't know if it's just me.
no, it's not. You're quiet.
We were
Dang it,
underground
Ethan.
for a long time last time. I hope we aren't underground for too long this time.
I mean, as long as it doesn't smell like sulfur, I think we'll be okay this time, Uverheim. You ready to possibly kill something?
Oh,
I whisper.
I
Oh, damn.
I want to look at the group, I guess, and I will just kind of be like, maybe Amric, if you want to go get your mother and bring her up here, we can meet you in one of these rooms.
Have a cordial meeting
Certainly.
in a meeting room.
Fendrick, yeah, if you could see them to the dining room, then I assume you'll be able to find Mother without much difficulty.
Fendrick, do you have pastries?
We don't have any on hand, but we have a wonderful cook on staff who should be able to prepare anything you like. If you'd like to leave an order with me, I can have her prepare
I
something.
don't know
I'm
how
sure
long
in
we're
short
gonna
order.
be here. Do you have like a charcuterie board?
Oh yeah,
Just
I mean,
throwing
yeah.
out fancy words that I don't really know.
I love shark.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Yeah, I'm just throwing out words that I heard in passing because I definitely do not
Do
know
you have
that
any
word.
hors d'oeuvres?
Hors
Yeah,
d'oeuvres. Yes, we could offer some hors d'oeuvres, sir.
Hors d'oeuvres. Get
If
the
you'll
freaking name right.
follow me to the dining room, then I
Write it down.
assume Amric can be on his way. And he kind of motions towards the carved doors at the one end of the room.
Do I still get wine?
Absolutely, we have a variety of wines, and he kind of looks to Amric, who nods and says, "Yeah, give them the best we have."
Is that code word for poison? And I look at Amric. I read his face.
Do you want to make an insight check, or?
I do.
Okay, yeah, give me an insight check.
Just in case. Oh, wait. It's better than I thought. I couldn't read the dice at first. Ooh, dang. 21.
21. Right. Yeah, he seems a little dodgy.
Oh, And I just wink at everyone and also nudge Clobek in the side really hard. Maybe we want mimosas.
You can
I
prepare
don't
whatever you like.
What is a
pay
mimo?
for.
What'd you say, Uverheim?
What is a mimosa?
It's. Have you ever had orange juice?
No, I don't eat or drink.
Well, then, how am I supposed to explain this to you, Uverheim?
I know
Tell
what
'em the
orange
ingredients.
juice is.
It's orange juice and champagne, and they smush it together.
Oh, okay.
Champagne.
Champagne.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Oh, okay, cool. I'll just drink yours. It's fine.
Well, if you'll follow me, we can prepare these mimosas, as you say. I'll go ask Miss Devalin to prepare those for you.
So as we're led into this room, once this person leaves the area, I want to wait for a moment where it's just us waiting in this room. So
Okay. Yeah, so Vendrick leads you through these carved doors, and as you do, you enter a pretty long looking main like hallway area of the home. And as you kind of just look there, the very first thing that you notice, and it kind of catches you off guard, in fact, as you pass through this doorway, is there's this massive wax statue of this really stocky looking woman holding what looks like a winged cat. And beyond that, in this very well decorated area, there are curtains hanging down next to paintings, and again, very exquisite rugs leading down the area. You also see a set of 5 guardsmen in this room.
in the room that we're going
like
to
living
wait.
As you're passing through this hallway into other rooms on your way to the dining room, you see this.
Okay.
Is it a tiny chimera?
A tiny chimera, did you say?
Yeah, the winged cat.
Doesn't seem to have. I mean, how familiar is
Sphinx?
Clobek with chimeras?
I don't know. Are they from the
Are they in the
Feywild?
Feywild?
I'm
Great.
pretty
Oh.
sure Uverheim would be familiar with them. Let me double check.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think they're particularly from the Feywild.
As we're all walking in a group towards there, I'm just gonna whisper, like, "Don't drink anything. You might not want to eat anything.
I'm starving.
I whispered,
We can eat later."
I whispered to Roshia and I said, I'm pretty sure Voxamillion just killed us.
Do I hear that?
Just killed us?
I don't know.
Hell,
Do you? No.
Why would he send? Why would he let him go? Weird. We're gonna die.
oh, never mind.
Um,
I was wrong.
As far
I'm
as the
here to
chimera
figure out
conversation,
how this ends.
if any of you are familiar with chimera, no, this isn't the chimera looking. This only has the one head, and the wings themselves are more bird-like than bat-like.
Is it a sphinx?
Is
A
chimera
sphinx?
not what I was? What's the little angry thing from Adventure Time?
Oh, I don't know. A sphinx?
He's a chimera. Oh, no.
Yeah, that is a chimera. The little
Okay.
tiny one in the Magic Man episode.
Yeah, tiny. That's why I asked if it was a tiny chimera.
Yes, indeed.
Are we in the room alone at this point?
Yeah, so you're guided down this hallway and through a set of double doors into a dining room with a long table, about 12 seats. What you might expect to see in a house this fancy. There's a fireplace on the far wall as you enter through these double doors. And otherwise, no, the room is.
Is there only one entrance and
empty.
exit?
There are the double doors that you came through. There is another door now off to your left as you pass into the room, and there are various windows, 3 or 4 windows that are along the outside wall of this room here, but otherwise no other entrances or exits.
Do the doors have locks on them? Sorry.
The what now?
You're good.
Do the doors have locks on them? All of them? All the left and the double doors?
I mean, they have keyholes in them. Seems like they could be locked, but it's difficult
Okay.
to tell if they're already locked or not.
I would like
Okay,
to cast guidance on myself and make a perception check to see if there's anything in here, or if I hear anything in here.
Sorry, what now?
Guidance.
Guidance, okay.
Guidance.
That's a total of 12.
12. Okay. You don't really hear much. I mean, there's some like shuffling of feet as the guard move around in the hallway outside of the doors now. You hear Fendrick closing the door behind him as he leaves the room. You can hear some like slight, wind through the rafters. Pretty normal sounds, I would say.
You said Fendrick. Do you mean Amric?
So Emmerich has moved on as.
Oh, Fendrick's the butler. Sorry.
Yeah, Fendrick the butler has led you to the dining room. Amric was on his way to go get his mother, and you are all left alone here in the dining room.
So as we're all left alone, I want to gather everyone and be like, "Look, what are we doing here? I feel like we've kind of
gas chamber?
put ourselves into a bit of a dead end. Are we going to kill the Duchess? Are we going to kill Amric? What is our plan?" Whispering.
I want to be able. I want to. Yeah. I was gonna say. I want to. I'd rather people pay for their crimes with actual payment than just death, especially ones that deal in possible infernal anyways, because I don't want to just sentence someone to death just for them to rule in hell, as that's just a perk.
I also don't fully trust.
I don't trust either.
Emmerich?
I don't
I also
understand
don't
why
fully
you
trust
let
the
him
son.
go.
It is just as likely if we try to kill his mother that he will then use that power to arrest us and put us in jail for killing the.
Do you think we
Yep,
should? Do you think we should use
Duchess.
this opportunity to just gather information to take back to Zodge, not act here? Because I agree.
yes.
If we act out here, one, either they have an army surrounded. We've seen, so fighting our way out is not possible. I don't feel. And two, you're right. She has the power to imprison us. So if we get the information, come back, and are able to prove without a doubt that she is in fact doing what she's doing, then maybe we have a chance.
We
What
could.
we tell their mom when she gets here then?
We could play opposites and maybe try and get on the mom's good side.
We could oust Amric, but it seems like
you
this
think-
family is cutthroat, and she might even applaud
Yeah.
him for his dirty dealings.
That's
Do
why
you
it's half
think
and half.
That they would bring me ice cream if I asked.
It's probably poisoned. I already told you this.
Let him eat.
You're already lactose intolerant.
Cannon.
Do you really need a chance twice?
Don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
They already know. You fart at night all the time, dude.
So
Can-
what, how do we want to play this though? Do we want to tell her that her son is trying to overthrow her and gain her trust? Possibly?
Maybe we should try it, and I can try with you as well. Politically, I'm not very great at this, but maybe just say that we're out for the benefit of the city, and that we're looking to make it sure that it lasts under their name. So
My only concern.
pump up her son and see what happens. What she says.
I'm all for that. I don't, and I kind of look down. I don't want to be the one to steer us into a dead end, but the only other concern I have is Emmerich. We have talked. I have talked a mad game to Emmerich. He's overheard all of our intentions to overthrow her. So if we back down now, I'm afraid Emmerich will throw us under the bus, and there's no doubt in my mind that she will believe Emmerich before she believes some random strangers that were sent in from Captain Zodge. We saw those flying creatures overhead. They've at minimum seen what we've been up to. So
we can just try to be very persuasive at first, see if she's susceptible, and then maybe go into not kill, but more intimidating
So
tactics.
who is participating in this conversation right now? It's Voxamillion, Roshia mainly. Pippy has said some stuff.
I assume
I've
Um,
said some
I think
stuff.
all
everyone.
are, yeah.
Uverheim
Yeah.
is probably just like standing back and like listening, confused what the hell is going
Yeah.
on.
Uverheim, give me a perception check.
Okay,
I did want to. Are we on
Oh,
a
that's really
first
good.
floor or a second floor?
19.
You're on the ground floor of this manor.
Okay.
19.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
you hear actually Fenric's footsteps approaching in the hallway, or you assume it's Fenric anyway, and you also hear slight rustling sound, but otherwise nothing really of note. But you at least have some forewarning that the butler is on his way back.
Frederick, the black and white man is coming back.
Cool, cool, cool.
Why's
cool,
it got to be black and white?
The suit.
He's both, man. He doesn't see color. It's fine.
color. Yeah.
And in fact, yeah, as you say that, the door opens and there is the butler Fendrick there standing with a silver tray in hand, with several what looks like wine flutes with a
Ooh, thank
bubbling
you.
orange liquid in them.
Ooh.
And he brings it all over to you and
I
says,
don't think I have.
it seems the master's been delayed a moment, but they should both be with you in a short time.
Surprise, surprise. Hey, which one has the strongest dose?
I'm sorry?
Strongest dose. I like them strong.
Of alcohol, you know. He likes
Oh,
strong drinks.
Poison. No,
Absolutely.
poison.
No,
poison.
alcohol. Yeah,
Not the
alcohol
most
is
poison.
poison,
I mean,
technically.
I can see why you might consider alcohol to be poison. It can be a destructive force in many people's
It's
lives.
horrible to your liver.
As
Clobek,
far
and I
as
just punch him in the shoulder.
how strong
my
these
neck.
are, they should all be what you might expect at maybe one of Baldur's Gate's more reputable inns. We do pride ourselves. We have a very
You're an inn?
No, similar to you
Oh,
might find
sorry, I
at some of
you're
misheard.
still
the upper
talking?
cities inns.
Jesus, Clobek, be respectable.
Do you
Well,
got any
in-
ice cream?
Iced cream.
Yes.
I'm sure we have an ice box. I'm sure I could ask the chef on staff to take a look.
Very good.
And if these
I think John is just going to be.
Yep, there's John, the dad.
you
the
can
embarrassed
tell even
dad friend.
without needing to make an insight or perception or anything, this guy is not reacting at all. He's maintaining
Pretty normal for
perfect
him.
poise and professionalism. And
It's
you
worth
may
every
even
penny.
suspect he's used to not quite being treated like a human being anyway.
Could you whip me some cream and sugar to Stiff Peaks?
Oh my!
And
Like a
maybe
meringue?
bring a bushel of strawberries?
Oh my
I'm
god!
certain we could find something like that.
I don't think we're gonna be here that long, Clobek.
I'll wait.
In the meantime, if these drinks aren't to your liking, we have a fully stocked wine cabinet, and he motions to fairly sturdy-looking glass-fronted cabinet off to the side of the wall.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead.
I'll go inquire with the chef, and iced cream and a meringue, was it?
That's what you wanted.
Not so much
Sir.
a meringue as a whipped a cream of sorts. A cream that is whipped.
Whipped.
Would
and
it be
sugary.
coolly
Don't be
whipped?
weird about it, Clobek.
That would be cool.
Right away, then. And he just kind of turns to leave the room, closing the door behind him once again.
Um,
I raid that wine thingy. Pop a cork on the first one I grab.
Yeah, so
Taste
go
it.
ahead and give me,
Maybe taste
if
another
you're
one.
going to investigate this wine.
Make
thing,
sure that
then
they're
give me an
fully
investigation
closed,
check.
Clobek. Can I also check outside the windows and see if there's any flying evil things?
Yeah, give me a perception check as you look out the window looking for evil flying things.
Once-
Only flying
Once the
benevolent
door
things.
shuts, I will engage in conversation with Pippy and
Horrible.
John.
I investigate 14 of the wines.
14. So yeah, actually there are what looks like 6 bottles of wine in here,
I
along with
investigated
8
14.
what looks like red crystal goblets.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misquoted. 16 bottles of wine. There are 16 bottles.
Oh,
of wine.
shit, damn!
Well, I investigated 14 of them.
You are poisoned.
So you're looking at the label, or
No,
Are you
I,
making sure they're not?
or
I grab a bottle,
Mhm.
take a swig, put it down, grab another bottle, find my favorite flavor.
yeah. So roll me like a
How are you gonna open all those
a
bottles?
D20, and we'll see which bottles you open, because there's a few here with different labels and different, looks like vintages and things like that.
Ow, ow,
You
ow,
said
ow! I
D12?
stubbed my toe.
Different curses
Give me a
on itself.
D20, and we'll just work with whatever 1 through 16 is.
I'm
Wow,
trying to...
I rolled a D12 and then a D20. They're both 8 the Ochos.
8 Diocho, yeah. You pick up this bottle. It looks like fairly fine wine. When you pop the cork, it has a really rich smell, very
give up.
spicy.
What?
Why is it spicy? See? She knows.
Spicy.
He
look
won't
over-
watch TikToks with me.
I look over to Pippy and John, and I'll say, "You've been pretty quiet. What are your thoughts? We need to think fast so we can act when they get back."
Oh my god, I throw a bottle at him, at Voxamillion, and say,
Oh.
think fast.
I am not paying attention. Roll an attack.
Alright.
By the way, I got a 16 on my perception.
Yeah, 16 on perception. You look out the window, and it's daylight, because this is kind of early afternoon for you guys still. And you look up to the sky. You notice some of the guards patrolling the yard, but you don't see any particularly malevolent looking flying creatures.
Cool
Does
beans.
a
I'll be
15
right
hit
back.
Yeah, just hits me.
Hey, you said think fast.
Yeah, you hit me with a bottle.
Yep, you are struck with the bottle, and it falls. Unless you wanted to try and catch it, falls to the floor and shatters.
I would try and
What?
catch it just.
Shatters.
I would try and catch it just so.
I've never tried to break a wine
Yeah.
bottle.
I assume it's a dex something, sleight of hand maybe.
Yeah, just a dex check straight up, I think.
I'm assuming this floor is
6.
carpeted.
6, yeah. So you get hit in the side of the head, and it jars you. Just the impact kind of throws you off kilter, as you weren't expecting a flying glass bottle to come across the room at you like that. And even though you instinctually put your hands out to try to catch it, it falls straight to the floor, and indeed hits in such a way that the bottle breaks.
I give out a very
damn it.
heavy sigh when I look at Clobek, but then I refocus my attention back to Pippy and John and say, "What do you think we should do? I can't make these calls on my own."
I start
You take
cleaning
the
up
lead.
a mess with my mage hand into like a pile.
Ooh. My invisible mage hand just fucks with it, messes up the pile.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I
Stirs.
don't know. I don't know what to do, but I feel like we're in a big old pickle right now. I don't think we should have let Amaranth just walk away into his mom's house. But at this point, I think we're gonna have to probably fight for our lives.
Well, I mean, what could we have done? We couldn't have held him. I mean, Zolj is the captain of the city. I mean, he's your captain. He said that we can't hold him. It would be illegal to do so.
No, but I
Well-
mean, maybe not letting him loose in his house to warn his mom that we're here.
I think she
I feel like
already
we're
knew.
just sitting ducks.
I think
They
we
have
were,
enough spies. They knew.
I think we were
Mantle
sitting
lady.
ducks the moment we went back to the Low Lantern.
What do you think we should do, oh, lady?
I don't. I just think that we need to prepare to fight.
I'm talking to Captain Mantlemorn, who's with us.
Oh,
Oh my God!
Yeah, mantle lady. He said mantle lady. Sorry, guys.
Indeed, there is a mantle lady in the room with you all.
There is a mantle lady.
I thought you said mammal.
Oh, mammal lady.
It's
Yeah.
legit.
Mammal
I
lady.
mean, there are
Mammal
only two of
lady.
us, so chances were high it was
I don't
you.
think he considers you a lady.
Oh, damn!
We'll get into that in another session.
And yeah, Miss Captain Mantlemorn nods to you and says, "I'm actually not entirely sure what the plan should be for, the Duchess either. My task was mostly to find this artifact, but you were mentioning we're trying to supplant now a political leader.
Supposedly to save our lives and hopefully the towns.
I'll
Well-
look to the group and say, look, maybe we've lost our true north on this. Should we just try and cut ties and get out of here?
I don't
No.
think that's really an
Let's
option.
be honest.
No, we have an inn. Why don't we just use it?
I want to meet the mama.
2 months ago, I was a god in a city that no longer exists.
I'm sorry,
and now
John.
I'm being asked to
I don't
change
think we
the
processed
political
that.
climate of another city. I mean, I was all for taking down cultists because that protects citizens, and that's what I like to do.
Well, if they're the
And-
ones,
I'm really out of my depth.
Why don't we say we want to join her guards or something?
I will
They
not
want-
do that.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
her
a way
son
to
already
get-
knows, though.
In order to get close to this artifact, and then we or gather information.
I think our options are either convince her to let her son progress so we can at least get out of the situation for the moment, or we kill them both and hope that there's evidence in this house to prove our innocence.
That's the best option.
We
I
will
think-
not be able to kill. I mean, I like the idea of murder.
Don't be such a negative Nancy.
But-
We passed through so many
there's a lot
guards
of
on our way in
guards.
here.
Exactly.
There's no
That's
way.
why it's a So
Kill them
Does anybody
quietly.
have a passive
That's not-
perception of 10 or higher?
yes.
I do.
I think most
15.
of us,
Me.
if not all of us.
12.
my is 15, yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Well,
So you all hear this. You hear what sounds like the slight squeaking of some hinges and the clap of wood impacting wood from the rafters above you.
Is it a trapdoor up above? I look up.
Yeah. Investigate. Or perceive
What is it?
or whatever.
What is it?
Oh yeah, and you have 90 foot dark vision. I mean, you don't notice anything at a passive.
We're in the
glance.
dark right now?
It's not that it's dark necessarily, but just
Just
that the roof
upwards
of this
is
room
more-
is
okay.
shaded. Yep.
Are
it's-
there any other entrances aside from the one we came in at?
Dude, I already
so
asked.
there
What
was
the heck?
the one door on the left near the one
just making
cabinet
sure.
that you guys
Attention.
came in.
I'm just messing with you, dude.
I'll just say, I think we just need to wait till they get back, and I will. Let's just do our best to get through this. Gonna have to play by ear, I think.
Wait, that was just the end
What?
of that?
What was the thing above?
Paige,
With
you're
my
out of
dark
frame, by
vision,
the
all
way.
that.
So
what?
you look
She's
up
relaxing.
and
Sorry.
you
Up to you.
can see into the shadows. Even with just a passive perception, I would say you don't actually notice much more up there besides just rafters and dusts and cobwebs. But
I heard something.
you all definitely did hear something.
I want to cast light on my hammer, my special hammer, and I just lift it up to the ceiling to see if it reveals anything.
I'm gonna notch my bow.
that's a one, huh?
Yeah. So as you light and look, and in fact, Roshia, since you were also looking, if you both want to give me, I think we should
yep.
do. I mean, this is kind of like
What are we doing?
investigation, right? Or is this more perception based? I'll
Sometimes
let you
Probably
guys choose if
perception,
you're looking for
unless you're-
something specific.
if it's
Yeah, unless you need to figure something out.
Yeah,
It
if
would
you're
be
like
perception.
looking into something like trying to find pattern, if it's like a trap door, it would be investigation. If it's just like taking in the area, it's perception.
Yeah, so I'll let you choose for yourself. If you're looking for something specific, then give me an investigation roll. If you're just looking to see what you can see, then give me a perception roll.
I will do
I'm gonna.
perception.
Okay.
I will do investigation.
What are you
Okay.
doing? What are you doing?
I'll do investigation because you went when I said
Okay,
perception.
I'll do perception.
Okay.
I'll
And
do
what are
perception. You do investigation.
you investigating for?
It's a 5, so I don't know if it matters.
Oh, no.
I was
Solving
invest-
the mystery.
I was just investigating to see what everyone's looking at, basically. Just seeing what I
Sure.
saw, basically. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I roll anything better. Anyways,
That's the second 4 I've rolled with that dice. That one's in jail.
That's gonna be a 14.
14.
Of
Yeah, with the
perception.
14, you're looking around and you don't notice really anything at first, but you do see there's looks like a bit of dust that's come off the top of one of the rafters up there and is kind of slowly falling near one of the rafters near the roof.
I'm just gonna clear my throat.
What
Try
do
and
your
get people's
L5 see?
attention. Don't even. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. I hate you so much.
I'll look up.
But I am gonna point my eyes towards the area of that rafter, just to see if anyone else maybe see something shift. But at least they know something in that area is over there, and I still will keep my hand notched on my bow.
And with a 5 investigation looking very specifically, I mean, you would also see basically that.
I just kind of look away, and I'm just waiting for someone to come back in the room.
What are we going to say?
I think we have to see how Lady Vanthampur enters the room and play it by ear.
Mm. Say that we work for
We-
Zodge
yes,
and
we
have been
will-
speaking with her son. Political.
I think we are in the realm of political intrigue at this point. Deception and
Yeah.
speaking truth
Sorry.
will both have to be on the plate. We just have to see how she comes at us.
Maybe convince her that we're just trying to help her son. Boost him up above Zodge. Ah!
I don't know if
The wind's attacking my stuff.
Again, I'm not sure that will work, only because I know Zolch has heard me, and I give a big sigh, claim the opposite quite heavily. Again, if Emmerich is in here with him, then I'll try and read the room, and if that seems like a viable option, I will go that way, but I'm under the assumption that Emmerich is telling her right now exactly what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure.
I agree.
So
I mean, we
think-
could still try and dip.
I don't think we would be
Kill
able
our way
to.
out.
I would like to stand on the table and like tap on the wood to see how thick it is.
Okay.
Sure.
Um,
Why not?
The
Yeah.
rafters.
I would
Yeah.
say, since you're doing this kind of slowly and not in the heat of battle, I mean, you can climb on top of one of the chairs, stand on the table. How tall is your character?
6 foot, I think.
Yeah, 6 foot something. You'll be able to reach one of the rafters. There's like 9 feet off the ground or so, and you tap on it. What you said you're trying to determine the thickness of this wood
Yeah.
to hear like if you can hear an echo from within it or.
Yeah, like to see if anyone would hear us through it, or if something like if I can feel kind of something on the other side that's heavy or something.
Or if it's like
okay.
it's like board not connected to the others, like a loose trap door that you might knock up, even if it's
Yeah.
locked, it jiggles a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll just say you do that. That's easy. I mean,
Is it-
Raptor's not going to make a defense roll or anything like that. So, yeah, you rasp on this rafter, and it sounds like solid wood. But as you do, you hear what sounds like some shifting, just some little bits of like smallish scuffles from up above.
I
There's
know it
something
is.
above us. Maybe it's there's birds again.
And
I'll-
as you say that, the door opens once again. Go ahead.
The door above us opens.
The door from the hallway opens.
Okay,
I'm still.
who is it?
So it's one of the 6 guards that you saw in the hallway. Sorry, 5 guards you saw in the hallway.
Okay.
Who leans in the door and says, "I have instructions to take you to the master."
I look at
Which master?
The Duchess.
I take a deep breath in
Alright.
and I just start walking.
Yeah, let's go.
I get off the table and start following.
Yeah, he kind of gives you all a
Fireworks.
weird
Yeah.
look, like there's broken glass on the floor, wine spilled everywhere. There's a
fell. I'm
robot
sorry.
standing on the table. Like,
Yeah.
Kyle, is your mic muted?
Yeah, there was.
Oh no, there's just a weird
No.
delay,
No,
I
no.
think.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Probably with all our crap going
It's
on.
all good. All good.
I'm gonna follow behind, and I'm still going to have my bow out. Period.
period.
Hey, where'd all my torches go?
But not like sticking out. It's just going to still be at my side. Like
have
I'm
it
not gonna
drawn.
just be having it pointed out towards guards or nothing.
Yeah, no problems. And
Just
as you
walking
do,
through.
there seems to
What
be.
up?
You taking me to the cellar?
Just
take it.
007 style. Just da-na-na, da-na-na.
Yeah, as you all step into this hallway similar to the one is the one you just left. Seems like 3 of the guards now flank you as they lead you through the small archway into what looks like a kitchen.
Do the guards have their own garb on, or are they certain
They're
guards?
wearing what looks like some light chainmail over some leather. I mean, they're fairly well equipped. These look like very well paid, well equipped, well disciplined guards.
But
as
not
far
like
as-
specific hired out from like Flaming Fist or anything.
Yeah, they don't have any insignia or identifying tabard or sigil on them.
Are they human?
They are all human.
Okay.
And I mean, they all seem, cordial enough. They're not like being aggressive with you or anything. They're just escorting you, basically.
Cool. That's it.
Okay, yeah, and
So-
as they escort you into the kitchen, you see this really lavish, like wide open space, multiple counter areas for food prep. A plump young woman in there kneading dough, and in fact, you also do see what looks like a small winged cat sitting on the countertop, looking at you all as you
Kitty.
begin to pass.
Oh, wait.
Um,
Was that wax figure the Duchess? Does it look like the Duchess when we get in
Yeah.
there?
Squat woman, yeah.
But I will. Anyways,
so you don't
that
see
is
the
my
Duchess
question.
in
Once
the
we're
kitchen.
in there.
Um,
Oh, okay. I thought she was in there. Never
but
mind.
indeed, yeah, you would have the impression that the wax statue you passed earlier may have been the Duchess. She matched a lot of the description that you guys had gotten from last session about just being very stocky, thick, muscular arms. But this cat that you're now passing looks exactly like the one she was holding on her statue.
Ooh, what is that? And I'll ask the guard.
That's Slobber Chops, the master's pet.
Slobber chop.
Lumberjack.
What type of animal is that? I've never seen one before.
This is what we call a tressum.
Spell it for me.
What you
Can
call
you
me?
spell that for me?
Let me make sure I'm giving you the right thing here.
A scuba da boop.
Yeah. Skibidi-bop.
I want a scuba da boop.
No. Okay, so they don't have that sitting right here. Let me get it. Just
Pippy,
look it
pet the cat.
Tre.
You talk to animals, right? Make friends.
I
To
pet your
tiny
daddy?
ones, I can give them a simple task.
You did it.
So-
Can I
Oh.
pet them?
Can I pet you titties? So this is a tressum, Tressym.
Oh,
Cool.
never heard of one before.
Overly
Do they do anything
ingenious.
special?
I mean,
Do they fly?
they're mildly intelligent.
Ooh.
They
But can it fly?
certainly
I say wings.
fly. I mean, yes, it has
They can
wings. They're
fly.
functional.
Crap. What was I gonna ask? I don't
There you
even
go.
know.
I have a picture
Does
of
it have large talons?
lobber chops.
Razor
so-
sharp teeth.
So this one is thick, curly gray fur. Doesn't have like
Oh.
talons, but you know, has some manner of claw on its front paws. Seems like kind of a squat face, almost like Grumpy Cat.
Like a Persian, like smush face.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Is it this one that's standing on a skull in Google Images?
It is. Yeah, that's exactly. I'll just share that. But that's Slobber Chops the Trucking.
I wasn't gonna look at it. I was. Oh my god!
Oh, nice breathe.
Wow, that's adorable and terrifying.
I just want to cuddle it.
Do you?
Oh.
I know
also
it would
mentions-
bite me, but I want to cuddle it.
Sorry to sidetrack. It also mentions, as a wizard, if your DM allows it, it can be your familiar. That's kind of cool.
There's a lot of
Sure can.
there's a lot of small
Yeah.
creatures in various monster manuals that have that caveat.
I'm assuming this is her familiar, just to be honest.
Mhm.
But I mean, you said you reached out and you're gonna try to pet it, or was that
Who?
a not thing? You?
Me?
She told Pippy to.
Oh
pet
no
it.
no. Sorry, I said I wanted to cuddle it, but I wasn't. That was Paige wanting to cuddle the cat.
Got it. All right.
I love that. I love
so
that
yeah.
Clobek's video is just Kyle in the background messing with
But probably
Discord
not.
on the other computer. Backfaced and everything. It's hilarious. Sorry.
But yeah, Slobber
Like my
Chops
butt?
just kind of lets out a trill, as you guys all walk past, and you're motioned towards one of the side doors. Off
Is it
this
watching
kitchen.
either one of us, or just all of us?
Oh, it seems to be looking at each of you as you pass, just kind of one at a time as you. Yeah, not really like giving you side eye or anything, but mostly what seems like curious, inquisitive.
Does it
like, who are these weird
seem-
people in my house kind of things.
Does it seem like I want to try and see if it's like a vacant stare, like someone seeing through its eyes, or if it seems still like an animalistic eye stare.
Yeah, so give me like I guess a animal handling check as you like get close enough to look into this animal's eyeballs.
And I'm just gonna be like, hey bud, I just think you're looking cool. I just wanted to just check you out.
How close to it are you right now?
Not
So
super
close.
close. So
2 feet.
I don't know what my animal handling is. I probably not great. 13.
13, yeah. I mean, this cat, as you get close, kind of, does a really
Like
gentle.
a foot
just
away.
like-
I don't want it to like be able to bat me. I just want to be
Oh,
like.
okay. Well, I mean, even so, you can see into its eyes at this range. It seems to have, light in its eyes, the way you would expect a living creature to, and it
Okay.
does. Despite your distance, it does still kind of reach out and make an attempt to kind of do what looks like very gentle little kitty
I'll
paws.
put my finger out and see if it's gonna like do the little clasp thing with its little claws, or if it just bats it. I want to see how mean it is to me off the
Yeah,
bat.
you stick your finger out and it just kind of gives you,
Just-
gentle kitty paws, no
Cool.
claws or anything.
Aw.
Cool. And
While
I
she's
just,
interacting with it, I mage hand leisure domain, pull its tail.
I swear to gosh,
Gentle
I'm gonna
pull.
beat you
Just
up.
a little pull.
No,
Just
you
a
leave
little
Kitty alone.
Paige, this is what you get for having 5 minutes of RP with the cat.
Yep, very true. Yeah. So
This is kitty
Heaven
karma.
forbid I wanted to know if it was a familiar gun.
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
you pull this cat's tail and you
I'm gonna get beat up now.
actually see it turn around and do angry kitty paws at your mage hand.
Nice.
At my invisible mage hand?
Yep.
Does
I
it,
would
so
not.
does it deal
Protect
damage?
That's a great
Get it,
question,
kitty.
Because I
actually.
think the
Does
mage
Beat up.
hand
deal
only has like
damage
a
to
health.
mage hand? I don't think this is an attack to deal damage, but it's, you know, definitely not pleased that you just pulled its tail.
That's something to figure out in another session. Join
And I'm
us
gonna
next
punch
week.
you in the face when we're done with this, because I know dang well that you have an imaginary or an invisible one, and I know it was
don't
you.
know that.
We do. You tested it in front of us, you dickwad.
You don't know that was me.
I swear to Bob.
Meanwhile,
Anyways, we
these
keep walking.
guards who
Let's
have been
go.
escorting you, are just like watching you interact with this cat and just like if you'll please. And
I'm sorry. It was very cute. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything to hurt it though. That was not me.
And the one leading you pushes open the door to what seems like a side room. You all enter.
Why does it sound like that? Why does it sound scary, Blake?
I'd like to mess with the
I'm just
cat for
asking.
another 10 minutes, please.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to sit and play with the cat, we can do that. I'm cool. I'm cool with
Hold
whatever
on,
you
let me
want.
go turn
Whoa,
up
whoa,
the
whoa,
music so I
whoa,
can
whoa.
I want to go pick
doesn't
up the
change off.
glass from the dining room we were in earlier and talk
Yeah.
about the intricacies of the glass shaping.
Can I
You just
interact
knocked
with
One
it
of
over.
them
some
is
more?
shaped like a cat.
Stop it.
If you want to interact with it, for
Stop
10
it.
minutes.
We go down the effing thing.
We're walking. We're going.
I want to walk in hell,
okay.
please.
Yeah, very good. You're led into the side room and what looks like stairs downward.
walk.
into this lower
I'm
area.
still in the back.
I'm in the
And as
front.
you
Just
do, they-
FYI. I don't know who's going in order, but I'm in the back.
I'm going in front.
I'm in the front.
Okay. So we
Clobek's
got
behind me.
Voxamillion and Clobek, John and Pippy, then Uverheim, Roshia.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, they grab a few of the torches already lit off the wall and lead you down into a fairly dark and damp, what looks like wine cellar.
Are
There
the
are
sorry, are the guards in front or like some in front, some behind me?
There is one that seems to be leading you forward, opening doors and motioning you towards where they expect you to go, and then there are another two coming up kind of behind you guys.
Okay.
Just
And we're
to make
going
sure,
like
you know, people don't wander off.
Right.
underground, I'm assuming. Cellar underground.
Yeah, so if you guys are on the ground level now, this is stairs off the side room of the kitchen, kind of leading
Okay.
you underground at this point.
Went to the
And-
cellar anyways, guys. See?
Yeah, and as you reach to the bottom of the stairs, people with dark vision would see.
Yeah, what do I see?
That the entire
my elf
room
eyes.
is lined with. What do you see with your elf eyes? Lined with massive barrels, all tapped and corked. Yep.
Ooh.
Do any of us not have
Wine
dark vision?
cellar?
John doesn't, right? You're a human fighter. So Uverheim.
Clobek
Okay, so
doesn't
lots
have-
of us. Okay, so I will. If we're in darkness, I will take out my mace, light the head of the mace with light, just so that they can see. And if any of the guards say like, "What?" It's just my allies need to be able to see where they're stepping, and I just hold it low, light for everyone.
Yeah, and the guards themselves are also carrying torches. So this
Oh,
room
okay.
now is
Okay,
well
sorry.
lit with. I mean, no, I think that's a great idea to do that. And so
Generally, you light my sword under,
I have an idea.
which is what you do.
Can I touch
Yeah.
my eyes and do light?
yes,
Yes.
You
Why
are-
not?
You're a bad. You're a bad DM, Blake.
They're made out of.
You're
gem
blind.
so-
You're blind. Co-DM.
You're blind.
I want a backseat driver DM this. You are blind. No,
I-
fuck
I
it.
love
You're
it.
dead.
yep.
All right, move on. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean,
I
this
can't
is
breathe.
a well-lit room now with glowing hammers and torches and all that. You all see there
And
are
I-
sacks of grain and giant
Stop it,
tap
Alex.
barrels down here. And the guards motion you towards an eastern wall, which has what looks like a that's exactly right. I think that would be great.
Exactly.
Like I
Laser
said,
eyes.
my tendency is going to be like whatever wacky ideas you guys have, I'm going to try to say yes to. So can
Why
you touch
not?
your eyes? Yeah, you're a robot. Sure.
Sure. Why not?
Cast magic on your own
Oh my
eyeballs.
god.
Turn around.
Round.
That's going to be
You know,
the scene.
anywhere I
Is
see is like a fucking light. Just
somebody's going to be like, "Hey, Uverheim," and he's going to turn and be like, "What?
Huh?
Oh god."
God. All I see is spots. Stop it. Oh,
but
my
yeah, there
cheeks
seems
hurt.
to
All
be a heavy metal-lined wood door with bars near the top of it on the eastern wall. A similar door on the western wall, but they lead you towards this door on the eastern wall. Yes.
I don't want to delay. Does it look like it's any sort of iconography, or is it just like pretty decals?
So there isn't much decoration on this door, but one thing you do notice is odd for this door compared to many of the others you've seen, is this one seems fairly heavily reinforced. It's mainly wood, but it seems like it's got metal banding across the center
the bars.
and is lined with metal frame, and then has metal bars near the top of the door. This is a pretty heavy-duty looking cellar door.
Okay.
That's the one that we're currently walking through, or that we're about to walk through?
The guards are leading you. So there's the guard up in front who is just kind of walking along, expecting you to follow, and the two behind who are kind of bringing up the rear,
But
making sure people are headed.
The
that
guard
direction.
is going through that door, though, right? He's not like standing off and being like, "Go in."
No, he's headed to the door.
Okay.
Looks like he's about to open it for you all, lead you through. One thing you also might notice is that there seems to be what looks like a pale green light coming from the other side of the door. This room is what would normally be like perfectly dark with it being underground. There are no lit torches in this room, but you do see a pale green light coming from the other side of this door.
I do
Continue.
Yep, the guard leads you through.
Still in the back. Yep.
You do notice that, like I said, you enter this what looks like almost waterway. Like if you were to
Would you say a
imagine-
sewer, Blake?
It's similar to a sewer, but it's much nicer. Like this is. I was trying to describe it as like this is the president's sewer. Like.
Oh, okay.
Since this person is in charge of the sewage system, like this person's underground waterway is.
It doesn't have a sulfur smell.
Doesn't smell like poop. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean,
Oh,
it
darn. Okay.
Well, looks
Yep.
like relatively clean water running along
I'm still on that,
shallow.
I will die on that assumption. It's fine.
Canal.
We continue.
Sorry, Amanda, you're muted.
But are my feet gonna get wet again? Because I just dried them out.
It's like even on you, somebody your height, it's like ankle deep, and you're not like being led into this water. You're not expected to wade through it.
I don't have to rescue
stone walkways on the other side. Yeah, you're not going for a sewer swim like you had in the past.
Cool.
These dice look so nice in this light.
That's true. This light does make my teeth look
Does that lose
super yellow,
What is
and my
Clobek
skin
saying
will
about
be yellow.
dice?
He likes to play dice games. Uverheim, you've never played dice games before? Didn't we
I
play?
say looking
Roll
at
the
the
bones.
dice, we're in the middle of this thing.
He's bored.
He's Clobek.
Yep. Right. That's
We
what we're gonna
continue.
say for everything.
So these guards continue to lead you, and you guys make a few turns. You go to the right and then to the right again, and it seems like a pretty like I said, well lit, maintained. It's very clean. The water is clean, despite it being this underground structure. And they lead you to another barred door, as one of the guards pushes it open and leads you through. You all see, and I guess Voxamillion would be the first to see as you enter this room. Oops, let me get to it.
Is this on roll 20?
Do we get a map?
Can we
Do we get a
remove the
map?
Flaming dick?
No, it's still there, dude.
Oh, I said, can we? I know
Nah.
I can't. Oh, okay.
I want to make sure I'm telling
sure.
you right.
My family's going to love this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Pages
Oh,
family.
yeah. Hi. I have no idea who's actually gonna watch it because I have to send it to them with warnings.
My name
Sorry
is
for my
Peter.
body humor.
But I know at least my brother and my mom will most likely watch it.
I'm playing a character. He has potty humor. It's not that I think this is funny. It's just that my character
just
so
my
hurt.
If I
character.
laugh,
Side
it's
note.
because
Side
my
note,
character
though,
would think it's
Ethan also finds it hilarious.
It's a
Sure.
fake laugh. It's a
so
fake
yeah, he
laugh.
pushes this door open and motions for you to go inside. He kind of holds the torch in through the door, and it's difficult for you guys to see. But
With
there
my
seems to
light?
be, yeah,
My
actually, true.
eyeballs?
You enter the room, and there is this tall, I would say almost like 7 foot tall, purple skinned humanoid in here. Very muscular, and seemingly has like, I guess you would call it like a beard, but it's long and like almost seems like dreadlocks, but
Oh
fleshy
God.
dreadlocks.
Can you?
Yeah, the dreadlocks seem to be
okay.
made of some kind of skin. It's
Dude, is it the sickly brother man?
No, it's
'Cause
a
if-
bearded
if
devil.
This is the.
Uh-huh.
and indeed, as you motioned in,
And
he
the
says, "This
guard is staying outside of this door.
Of course he is.
sorry."
Let the
You said
DM
the
speak.
guard is staying on the outside of this door. He's not going on the inside.
He is like motioning for you to go
Motioning,
through
yep.
the door.
So,
Yep,
so
yep.
okay, calm down. So as he does this, I will say, so this is where the Duchess is.
This is where you will wait for the Duchess.
Okay.
I would like to insight check that the Duchess is in fact coming.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Lie to me.
Natural one. With
Natural
a
one.
total of an
I
8.
Course it
mean,
is.
so it's kind of difficult to tell, but I mean, he seems like he's being forthright in that this is where you will be held until the Duchess comes.
All right, thank
Can
you.
I-
Come on, guys. And I walked.
Can I tell where the glowy green or whatever light? Yeah, green light is coming from.
Yeah, so in fact, there is lanterns that hang from the ceiling in these tunnels. Each of them seems to be lighting the way fairly well. It's very easy to see down here, despite the slight green tint.
It's like the flame looks like it's green tint, or the
You can't
lantern
see much of
itself.
a flame from within. It's more just that these lanterns
Are glowing?
emitting this green light. Yeah, through what looks like a
Ow,
fairly
sorry.
translucent glass panes.
the sound.
Um,
Okay.
An interesting point of order, Voxamillion. As you enter, you notice there are a few cells here, barred cells. And
Cells?
you notice they are what
We're in
seem to
jail.
be doors with bars. There are a total of 6 that each kind of branch off from this main area in this. I guess you could call a small, like, check-in station. And indeed a purple tentacle bearded man standing here. You also do notice that 3 of these cells seem to already be occupied.
Who?
One immediately to
Go ahead.
one immediately to your left has what looks like a relatively adult but not middle age, not quite midlife crisis. I don't know quite how to explain mid-30s. Gentleman in it.
Very young.
Yeah, very young, very stylish and handsome.
Virile.
Hip.
And to the right there is what looks like a young human woman. And
It's really hard for me to hear you like over the noise for some reason. Hold
Turn
on.
it down.
What, the
like
music?
Yeah, it's weird.
Should
It's
be able
like
to, you should be able to just right-click Groovy and just drop the noise.
Well, you can't really right-click on a phone, but
I think if
Can
you
you
hold it,
long press.
You can click them and click on mute and stuff on it.
yeah, if you just
So,
click
'cause I
and
did that
hold
on
on
my phone.
Groovy, it should
Oh,
give you
okay.
options.
Okay, because like I could hear the noise, but then For some reason, and it wasn't doing it before really as much, but then all of a sudden everyone got really quiet. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. I think hopefully I fixed it.
Cool.
And then in the cell, second from the left, you notice what looks like a teal-skinned female Triton.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ah.
The young female woman is a Triton?
She sure is.
Can I make a perception check?
Single
Is it
female
girlfriend?
warrior.
Is it girlfriend? Is it
Oh
girlfriend?
my god. Can I guidance myself seeing that's a Triton?
Yes, go ahead and guidance yourself.
Nah.
Oh.
What am I doing?
You
Perception?
got this.
Am are you?
Sorry, what?
Is this a perception?
Yeah, perception.
A 15 total.
Yeah, 15. It's not. You can't say with certainty that this is who you think it is, as she's laying sideways, face away from you on the floor of this cell. But having perhaps seen the back of this person enough times, you would recognize her.
Nice.
So sad.
I will
Sorry.
okay, I don't want to railroad this or anything. So I assume
together, Vox.
at some point everyone kind of comes in behind. As I come into the room, I will like focus on this. Everyone else is kind of filing in. Other people may say they want to stay out of the room or whatever, but as I'm in there, time kind of goes for a second. I look, I take it in. 10, 15, 20 seconds have passed. I will look into the room and I'll say, Elrina?
I'm gonna try and shift with, if I see this, I'm assuming with my just passive, I would kind of notice that he's seeing someone, or
yeah, so
at least
we'll just say
paying
real
attention.
quick so I can get context of the situation here. As everybody
Yeah.
just kind of like followed directions and filtered in here, or what is
Yeah,
everybody's
I
choice?
assumed.
And I would like to know what's in all the other cells too.
Yeah, you said there's 3 people. That
so-
was 2 of 3.
Yep, there are 6 total cells here. 3 of them seem to be occupied. One, young human male, maybe in his 30s. Another young human female, maybe in her late 20s. And this teal-skinned Triton female. As you call out Elrina, you don't get a response. She does not stir.
I'm gonna,
Must
but
not be
I
her.
was trying to position myself to like push him more towards the cell and me more towards like the front of vision, so he could
As you
interact,
guys,
not being the main focus.
file into the room too. The guards kind of say, and Thos here will take care of you in the meantime. Thos, if you need anything from us, please call. And they kind of close the door behind you all as you enter.
What's his name? Can you spell it, or
Thoughts and
Thoughts.
prayers.
So Thoss. You would have heard them pronounced
Okay.
Thos.
okay, just at least the pronunciation that I
Wow.
thought.
Foss? What
Foss.
are you?
You don't need to worry about that.
I'm
Oh.
not worried. I'm just very curious.
You look cool.
Very weird.
That's all.
You're the biggest.
Very weird.
You're not like
You're
these
very
mammals.
strange. Well,
He's weird himself. I mean, weird
I-
recognizes weird.
bleed the same way as you would, I assume. I have
Are
a heart.
you-
I'm warm-blooded.
Are you ugly
I
amongst
don't
your
think
kin?
Uverheim's
I do not
warm-blooded.
have blood.
My god.
Well,
No,
okay.
he like grabs some of his tentacle beard and says, "No, I'm quite handsome among my kind."
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa.
good to know.
I don't.
Damn.
Where do you come from? I've never seen
Step
one
back,
like
Clobek.
you.
Yeah, I'd like to know where not to go.
Did they shut the door, Anna?
Sorry,
Yeah, they did lock
shut
it.
the door? Did they shut?
they've closed it, but you didn't hear any like latch being put in place. There no jingling of keys or anything like that.
Mhm.
Is there a lock on it though? Like a keyhole?
So you don't see any like keyholes, no. But you do see where like this could be barred
one of
if,
those wood
if
planks?
Yeah, if they had taken
Okay.
a plank, it could be placed in such a way that the door doesn't move.
Okay. Good.
But there are
Keeping an eye
no
out,
such
Pippy.
planks in place like that right now. So I guess you could assume that if you pushed on it or
So
something
far.
that it would move.
How
from
deep
what
is
you can
this?
tell.
How deep is this cell? Like I've walked up to the bars, I grabbed the bars, I've put my face up on them, and I'm like looking. How deep is it?
So it's not a very large cell. These are like maybe 10 foot by 10 foot. So really enough room to like lay down.
Is she like in the middle of it on
stretch
the
out
ground?
with some. She's kind of along the far wall, not like the exact opposite side, but not quite the middle.
I just get up to the bars and I start saying, Elrina, can you hear me? And can I make a perception check to see if she's breathing? Or if this Triton is breathing?
Sure, give me even just a medicine check.
I mean, it's still a she. You're still right.
You don't know. You don't know her pronouns.
22. I do it to
22,
she.
Yeah, you can tell she is definitely breathing. Although, despite your vigorous calls, doesn't seem to react except to stir just very slightly.
Can I give him, or at least like nudge my water skin at him, and see if it like, I don't know, squirt it at her or something. Fucking
Voss
try and wake
meanwhile
her
looks over to you and is like, "Do you have some business here besides to talk to the master?"
Nah, he's thirsty.
Did you say Vox or Voss?
Voss.
Vox.
Yeah, I thought.
I was passing my water skin to Vox.
Yeah, she's talking to me. Okay.
Voxamillion.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And Voss, having noticed this, turns to
Yeah,
both of
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
To
I
say,
misunderstood. Thank you.
What,
And
what
I said,
business do you
no,
have?"
he's thirsty. So, if you need me to do deception or something, I will, but I just was saying he was thirsty and passed my water skin.
I'll see you pass the water skin and just look at you, and I'll say thank you, and I'll grab my own water skin just so you don't have to take it out of your inventory. And just, you're right. And I grab it. I'll pop the cap open, and I'll try and squeeze and kind of thrust outward to get a spout, a small spout, to just kind of jostle her.
I'm still trying to like block the vision of this happening, by the way, with just my presence, my
Are you
body.
openly squirting this random lady?
Yes.
Possibly random
Yes,
lady?
absolutely.
Okay.
So just taking
And
the water
I'm
skin
still
like,
trying to block it.
squeezing
Yep.
trying
Why
to get
are
water
you
to come out of
squirting
it with
water
force.
at her? Does she
Oh,
need it to
Uverheim,
live?
I swear to God.
I will turn. I'll turn back and I look. Well, I'm sorry. Is anyone else doing anything? I don't want to steal this scene. Is anyone else saying
No,
anything?
I'm
I
just
was
trying to
trying
block
to
the vision of all of
I'm
this, that's all.
distracted now, I imagine.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Kyle?
I've been trying to block, man.
I'm
don't-
enjoying.
Okay. Pippy or John? No.
Um,
Pippy.
Not really. I would just be there and just waiting to see what happens, seeing when the Duchess might show up.
Okay.
I'll
So
be back in like 10
I don't think
seconds,
I've
but I
taken
can
my
hear.
eyes off of the devil.
Sorry?
what'd you say, Peter?
I haven't taken my eyes off the devil.
Give me just a quick perception check as you stare this guy down.
And as he says this to me while Peter's rolling, I will squirt and then turn my head back to him and say, "Why is she here? What has she done?"
Right.
Well, it's not my business to know why these ones are here. It's just my job to keep them.
17.
17. Yeah, you notice this guy is pretty lightly equipped, actually. Has some, looks like leather straps. There is a pole arm nearby, kind of leaned up against the wall. You see he's in fairly unremarkable clothing below the waist, simple sandals and things. But he also does have a gleaming set of brass keys on his hip.
I toss the water. Does she stir?
Yeah, so the water splashes, and I would say, this is not a very deep cell. You're able to squeeze, and it's not, a super accurate stream of water, but comes out with enough force that it does reach her. And again, she kind of shows a little bit of discomfort and kind of like moves, but doesn't like get up and start moving around or anything like that.
I-
I was hoping. Damn it.
What'd you say, Uverheim?
Is this a blue person thing?
I
Doing this for water?
I think I know her.
Oh,
Elrina! And I'll call to her again.
Do you all know
as-
each other?
I don't even.
Don't acknowledge him.
She she rolls over towards you. You can in fact see that yes, this is Elrina, and while she doesn't like open her eyes or you know, she does at least kind of like groan and move her head a bit. And you can tell even just with this cursory look, she seems pretty dehydrated. She's got some chapped lips.
That's why I said the water.
When with my 22 medicine check, does she look injured or does she just look like malnourished?
So it's not super easy to tell just because there's clothing, you know, at least halfway down the arm and things like that. You would notice though there is some bruising along the arms, and does not look like she's been well taken care of.
Bitches. My friend.
All right,
I don't know her, but she's my friend.
let me make a wisdom save.
Oh no. Don't go into depression, dude.
Not
Hey.
depression, overreaction.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting on the Depressy Expressy.
I don't have time for this.
I
I
will.
don't have time for my own depression.
I will just as Roshia is next to me, kind of offer me the water and kind of covering. I say, this just got. I'm whispering. This just got complicated. This is a dear friend of mine, and I will pull out while facing the cell back to the other guy. I'm gonna pull out one of my holy water vials and say, and just pass it over to her, and say, if things go down, use this against fiendish people. And I hand her a vial of holy water.
Me, right?
Yes.
Not the other. Okay.
Roshia, yes.
And I try and sneakily take it if I can.
Yeah, and then afterwards I pull out two, hand her one. I have one in my hand as well.
Okay. And
Do I have to sleight of hand that?
Ask. Yeah, give me if you're trying to hide it, then yes. give me
Yeah,
sleight
I'm
of
trying to sneakily take it. Yeah.
Do I need to roll in as well, or?
So I'll just say it'll be Voxamillion handing to Roshia, or if we're playing this differently, then Roshia is like getting into your pack and taking. Then
No, I'm handing it to her.
whoever's doing. Okay, so then we'll have Vox do the sleight of hand check.
Oh, balls. Natural 20, 22 for me.
Yeah, easily done. You guys are able to kind of just like pass it between yourselves with proximity. You are certain that this gentleman has not seen. He doesn't seem to react, at least when you pass him between each other.
Paige, I am removing a holy water from my inventory, so make sure you write it down. They're very expensive. Don't lose track.
In fact, she definitely cannot hear right now.
Okay. Can you relay?
He's giving you a holy water.
More emphasis.
Okay, I can. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, I can hear you guys.
Write down the holy water on your inventory. They're very expensive.
Holy water!
Holy water.
Holy water.
He might have given you a holy water.
Oh my god. And I
And
will.
they're very
So
expensive.
don't worry about it.
I will.
Holy water.
I'll just turn around and sit in silence.
And Thas kind of, you know,
Okay.
doesn't seem to be taking any particular stance, but he says, I'll ask again, you have some sort of business here?
We're waiting for the Lady Duchess.
Very good.
Do you know when she'll
Just
be here?
following Vox's lead.
Well, the Duchess is a very busy lady. Some people end up waiting quite a long time.
Hey, I'm a very busy lady.
Well, before we had snacks, and now we have no snacks.
Yeah, can you get us snacks? Got any snack
Sh-
packs?
I don't have any food to give you.
Oh, you
Oh.
suck.
Looking in the room, so we came through a door. There's 3 cells on each side, I assume, and then there's a tunnel that leads further into this. We'll call it a sewer
So I'll
system
just-
or tunnel system.
For reference's sake, as you guys enter through the door, there would be a cell immediately to your left, which has the
Male?
young man in it. There is a cell immediately to your right, which is
Okay.
empty, and then slightly beyond that is the table where this bearded gentleman is standing, and then behind him is another set of 4 cells. So there's not necessarily a tunnel leading beyond, but this seems to be a pretty small holding area with just these 6 cells in it.
Oh, so this is a dead end.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to lead anywhere besides where you've already come from.
Can I tell from where I'm at if there's anyone in the other cells behind him or not?
Yeah, so you were able to see well enough as you entered the room. So, like I said, the cell immediately to the left is the one that has the young man in it, and then there's a cell not immediately to your right, but to, if you were facing this devil, to the right in the corner is a cell that has a young woman in it.
But you said behind him there was extra cells, right? Or did I hear that wrong?
Correct. So here, I'll give you guys a map.
Because
here so
I'm
you can
curious
see.
about the ones behind him. Do I see anyone in the cells behind him?
So let me go ahead and drag here. Oh, this is actually fairly involved.
Because if not, I don't want to be put in cell.
Fairly involved.
It's really just the vision settings because I have to set the flags each time I drag your guys' stuff on here.
Ah.
Sorry, my dude.
That's all right. I should have done this already.
Yeah, you should have.
Damn.
Get stuck there.
Wow. You know what? I delete your token.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, you
I
dead.
deleted from the game.
No,
You're
my
now
not
dead.
my token.
It's just a joke, bro.
Just waiting for me to get thrown into the cell. It's gonna happen.
Suddenly, portal
That's
to
what I was trying to see. I'm trying to save Pippy.
Portal. This is a one-way door, guys. We're not going out.
I'm telling you, we're just all gonna die in here, and that's how we get to hell. That's how this happens. Just let it
And it's
happen.
Voxamillion, you have 60-foot night vision, is that right?
Correct.
And I have 90.
And I also have light, though.
I have laser.
Oh yeah,
on.
we have
Yes, I can also set you guys to emit light, but this is just one of the downsides of the system is that each little piece of vision
Uverheim
and
has
light and
lasers.
everything else has to be input.
I want laser eyes.
All right, so who am I missing? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing a.
Oh my god, I still
Why
want to
did
freak
the
out
mis-
right now.
Da.
Calm down, I'm trying to get you, dude. I'm trying
Honestly,
to save your booty.
honestly, the only reason I am not like losing my shit and smashing this thing on his face is because of what Pippy said to me. That I keep putting us in these dire situations. So there's a massive amount of guilt sitting on my shoulders. Like, do not do this to these people.
Amanda loves that, by the way.
Good. But I'm like, I've got like this person. Like, I have history with this. Oh my god, you're tearing Alexander apart, Amanda. Oh my god.
Tearing me apart.
My friend is tearing me
Does someone need to go to bed,
I suppose I
please?
should also put you on this map.
Oh my god.
There we go. Okay.
Guilt him,
So,
Pippy,
all right,
guilt
Is
him.
everybody able to see that now well enough?
I see blackness.
Scroll down. You have to zoom out and scroll down.
Oh, there it is.
Let me
My
see if I
vision's
can-
a little
Enhance.
messed up.
Yeah, and
Enhance.
feel
Enhance. Queen.
Good job.
Very good. So, I'll just say for the purposes of this combat, we're out of initiative. There are no more immediate threats. And I assume since it's about 1 in the morning for you guys and Peter's already super sleepy, that we'll be ending it here.
I rolled a 20
but-
for the new initiative.
I
Very
want
good.
to raise.
Can we level like 5
to
times
the,
so we don't die instantly?
to the keys.
It seems like you guys are doing okay as you are. Just saying, like, I think
Cool.
what you took like 3 damage
Have we
and
even
were
taken
poisoned.
damage?
No,
I'm half joking.
yeah, that
Oh,
was
I'm
it.
joking.
As
was
long
it.
as I'm just good.
So, I mean, you guys seem to be doing okay without. I mean, I'm even giving these guys max HP. There's
Oh,
you're
crap.
not struggling. So
Nice.
Can one of you learn like a shield spell and actually bump my AC higher?
My
I have
God.
a shield spell, but it only works on me.
I'm level 3 and my AC is 25.
Yeah.
I'm level 3 and my
We-
AC is
We
11
level up.
with my bonus 1 AC. So
Also, I'm so glad that
we,
I
we
mean,
did get one of the highest heavy armor. That's what I spent all my money on instead of magic.
yeah, 200 gold. I mean, that's a significant investment at this level, especially.
Yeah, it is.
Not only that, I have a shield, and I took the defense fighting style,
You're prepped.
so that's why my defense is so high.
John
You're a
knows what's
fucking
up.
tank. I want to see more of that. What's the Sin of Pride guy? I forget his name all of a sudden.
Escanor.
Just Escanor, like full plate, walks through, glum, glum, you know.
So I was watching this guy, and he goes, Escanor is not the. He was listing off the sins, and he's like, and of course we have the sin of flex. I mean, sin
Yeah.
of pride. Because everything he says is a flex.
It really is. I mean, they really played that character correctly.